up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Complete to
A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 49 yards.
And a Patriot 1st down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They'll look to throw to Michel on the screen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jackson on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Prochet. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. First down, Patriots.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
It's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
29-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Chuck Clark. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's into the hands of Prochet. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The end result, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And that's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Jackson toward the pylon, caught. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the all. If you know, you know.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
I'll see what they have up their sleeve. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The 26-yard line.
Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
It's 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Dobbins running out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Brought down back at
that really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
For the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the side.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead is now an even 30.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 37, Patriots 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run the back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42.
Gain of 16
It's a
yards.
pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 82 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go right back to Mack. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Patriots. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
22. Switch out, boy, 80. Switch it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Comes to me, it's me. Mike 22. Switch. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, what's the ball? Mike 22.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete.
Hollywood.
That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
put it mildly. That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
Bring it!
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's good.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Past the 20. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
He was brought down at the 26.
We got a plane to catch.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Ravens.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel